as we continue to walk as followers of Jesus Christ, God is also calling us to purity of heart. Not just what we do for him, but how closely our hearts stay aligned with his. Now, I was watching the Deep End podcast, great podcast, and they had Apostle Issy Igenaba on. And there's this part where she was reflecting on 1 Kings 18 and 19. It was so powerful. And it reminded me that even the great men of God wrestled with this tension. They carried authority, they saw miracles, but yet there were these moments where impatience, frustration, or misplaced zeal led them to step outside of God's instruction. They became disobedient. In 1 Kings 18, God's instruction to Elijah was clear. Present yourself to Ahab and I will send rain. Fire fell on the altar. God revealed himself as the one true God. But he doesn't destroy just for destruction's sake. He didn't tell Elijah to kill those prophets of Baal. He is both a righteous judge and a merciful father. He confronts wickedness, but his desire is redemption. And like Jonah, like Elijah, sometimes we take matters into our own hands when patience and love begins to wane. We justify as zeal, as discernment, as standing for truth, as protecting our boundaries. But scripture reminds us that power without love can lead us outside of God's boundaries. Even Jezebel understood something about God's nature, that he is merciful. And rather than repenting, she leveraged that knowledge for manipulation. That became the open door to send an evil messenger to Elijah. Many people are blinded. Yes, they are broken. Yes, they are operating in darkness, not beyond accountability, but we need to remember that they're not beyond compassion either. This is why Jesus could say, forgive them for they know not what they do. God came to redeem. And as his people, we are called to reflect both his justice and his mercy. I think we do the justice part well, but not necessarily the mercy. Let darkness not consume our hearts. Let us bring our hearts and intentions before the Lord to ask, am I moving in obedience or in patience? Am I aligned to God's nature, or am I just reacting from a place of frustration? And if this resonates, I want to invite you to join me weekly for Divorce from Damage prayers. We're starting again Sunday, the 11th of January at 6 p.m. This is not just a space for us to empower one another, but it's important that we walk in purity, love, and truth. Take care.